love is dead, and I've killed it. It's lying somewhere in a bathroom stall, next to empty baggies, next to used condoms, next to broken dreams, next to deserted souls, next to you and me, unraveling at the seams, next to this man that just asked me to piss on him, please. Now the substances have claimed me again. I've lessened my senses, this is where my memory bends. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happened between us will settle in court. There's so much shit you will never see. There's so much stuff you could only ever dream of with me. Go by the unwritten rules and take the night line by line. Drink the mate and I promise you paradise. Tonight I'm up to no good. Get with my girls, join the court. We're still serving even when we're on a catwalk. My sexy want it, my body need it. Must let me feel it, my name is scream it. Tension is peaking and I can feel it. Your lips on my lips, in our best interest. My sexy want it, my body need it. Must let me feel it, my name is scream it. Tension is peaking and I can feel it. Your lips on my lips, in our best interest. I'm a good Catholic when I do them dirty and quick. I do it in church and I keep it a secret. Intertwining my MDMA, my special vitamin K. Take me to places that only you could take me. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. My brain's in a splatter, mind's in a haze, sips taste of salt and stale champagne. Drenched in sweat through the strangest remains, the strobe lights blurring the lines on my face. Bloodshot eyes stuck in separate ways. Think I should stop, but I'm on top of my game. I'm good here when no one knows my name. Between laughter and moans keeping me insane. And maybe it's the intoxication speaking, but I don't see myself ever leaving this place. Hands grabbing bodies like they've got something to claim, and I'm out here trying to reclaim my name. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these walls stays in these walls. What happens in these songs stays in these songs.